Hello everyone, this is Brocky Trades. We are here with our first video. So today we're gonna talk about supply and demand. So I trade supply and demand strategy to trade in futures market. I mainly trade ES and Nasdaq, but I try to focus on ES because I feel more comfortable trading ES. So I'm gonna show my examples on ES today. So I got some notes here. So supply and demand trading strategy. So I identify my key levels on 1 hour and 4 hours. So let's look at the past week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this is our past week, right? So you can see, let's look at my first level here, okay? 5134 and 5123. So why did I mark these levels? First of all, I do not mark my levels every week. I look at my past data too. So I have 5123 already marked way before months ago. You know why? Because let's look at here. You see 5123. I marked this at February 25, almost 2 months ago. Okay? That area is, look, still valid. So I just extend this rectangle and then I'll still use it because these levels still work. Just because it's been another like it's been 15 minutes, it's been 15 days or 1 month does not mean this area is invalid. You gotta check it, but it doesn't mean it's invalid. So look, we had this level, and then this week my main levels was 5123 and 5134. Okay, so if we go into 5 minute, let's check how our levels played, okay? So 5123. This level got rejected multiple times before. And then when we come into 424, which day was that? 424. It was Wednesday. Wednesday, let's look at what happened, okay? This was a really great short opportunity. So Wednesday, we got open and then we rejected this area before we got open at 8:30. Market usually tends to starts moving at 8:30. So we got rejected this level, and then the market open, it tested this level, and then we got rejected. So you could have take your trade here and put your stop loss above the pre-market high. Not here, but here, 4125. So if you enter here at 4121 and then put your stop loss for 125, it's going to be 4 point stop loss. So your reward has to be minimum of 8 points or 10 points, right? So this could have been a great trade. So you took the trade. I personally took this trade, sold it here. Okay, I scalped for like 67 points, and then I got out because I was watching the tape, and then I saw big buying. So I got stopped out, and after that, I re-entered this trade right here. You could have entered this trade right here again because it rejected this level again. It's showing weakness, okay? And you could have entered here, put your stop loss 2 to 3 points above. I do not recommend more than 5 point stop loss because you like the majority of the moves that we are gonna catch is gonna be 10, maybe 11, 12 points. But the more than that is really hard to hold and then it's not realistic. So what our strategy is, whenever we test these level, you do not enter right away. But whenever we test these level, you can use tape reading, you can watch order flow. I personally do not use anymore. But I could understand from how candles form. Okay? We see a clean rejection here. This wick shows that we are not willing to go higher. And then we already have 2 weeks here, and then we couldn't break this high. So it shows me a massive bearishness. Could have short this trade and then put your stop high. But just because, for example, a lot of the times traders are not getting enough move because look, it's at 20, right? And then it moved down to here, 10 points. You wanted to take profits. But the thing is, my next level is here. So my first profit target should be 4108. I should aim here. So you got in a trade, you're in profits here. Do not move your stop to here. You're gonna get stopped out because we're not gonna go straight down to here. Okay? The market doesn't just straight fucking go down. Doesn't happen. Okay? So you might want to keep your stop losses over there, maybe break even here, but do not move it too low. Do not move it like 1 point above the price. Because it can move 1 point in millisecond. It will stop you out and then move against your favor. Move in your favor. Okay? So you could have put your profit target here, right? And it would have been a nice trade. And then same as supply and demand. And then same thing works here. For example, here you might want to get long, but the thing is, I always when it touches my demand zone and then when it jumps, I enter, never enter at the first candle. You might want to watch the candle. Look, because look what happened. You could have get faking out here, right? You would have trade 3 or 4 times and get all stopped out, maybe even burn your account in these 10 to 15 minutes. When you're on revenge trading, you could do that easily. But the thing is, let time do the heavy lifting. Just wait. But when I see a candle like this, look at this wick. It's rejecting to go below. I usually use the bottom of my zones, not the top. You see? When it comes to supply, on the top, demand, on the bottom. And then look at this. It's showing perfect bullishness. And then you could have just enter here, okay, for 187 and put your stop here for 184, like 3 point stop loss, okay? Could have enter here and then look at this. Look what it shows. Look what this wick shows. You got to be able to read the candles, and then reading the candles comes with a lot of screen time and experience. Look at this candle show. It shows you it's bullish. It doesn't want to go down more. And then you could have entered this trade here, put 3 point stop loss, and let it run to your target. And then we have another rule here. So I usually watch. Look, when I'm trading, I use this screen 1 minute and look. Let me put 5 minute here. So I execute on 1 minute, but I watch 5 minute next to it. Okay, this is my rule. I tried 2 minute, 3 minute, whatever works for you. You can use that. But for me, the best is 1 to 5 minutes. Trading is something personal. Okay, what works for me, what might not work for you. And then this is what we were talking about. Just because price reached your supply or demand zone does not mean you have to take the trade. You need confirmation. It can easily fake you out and go into opposite direction, just like here. Okay, you need confirmation. I got my confirmation here. I enter here. If I got stopped out, who cares? Who cares? It's another trade. Okay, but just because a price reached your zone does not mean you need to trade. A lot of times we wait, sometimes minutes, sometimes hours to reach our zone, and then we might want to take the trade immediately. But you do not want to take the trade. I'm telling you from experience, I got burned a lot of times and lost thousands of dollars. I know it sounds like cliche, but it is what it is. Usually my strategy is 1 to 2, 1 to 3. But if I got 1 to 1, for example, if I enter the trade here and then I'm in profits here and then the market is trying to reverse, I'm not gonna let this go to my stop loss, okay? I'm gonna close this trade. What if somebody tells you you can't be profitable with 1 to 1? Tell them to fuck themselves, okay? You can be profitable 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, anyways. Okay, but I personally want to make 2 times more than what I risk. Okay, because sometimes my win rate goes down below 50%. If that happens, my RR has to be minimum 1 to 2 to become profitable at the end of the day, which is our main goal in trading. And like I said, when you get 4 points move in your favor, you move your stop loss to break even. You do not want to give those profits back, because if you're trading on live account, I'm not talking about prop accounts, so I do not talking about them. But if you're trading on live account, okay, there is something called market data, commission, and fees. It is not free to enter the trade and exit the trade, okay? You need to cover your expenses. If it moves 4 points to your stop, move in your favor, just move the stop loss to break even. Okay, at the end of the day, you might get a couple points or just break even. Okay, when it goes in your direction for 5 points, take partial and leave the rest of the runners. So this is what I do. So this candle was massive. It moved really quick, but sometimes it moves slow like this. When moves happen like this, at 5 to 7 points, I like to take majority of my profits out because I know I am impatient. I'm not really that patient. I can't really hold the moves for more than 10, 15, 20 minutes. So I try to take majority of my profits at 5 to 7 points and then leave the runners and then move the stop loss in profits, not the stop loss in profits, and then let them run. You could have let this trade run all the way here. Let's look at another example. Okay, Friday, the last day we trade. So I took uh, a buy here and I put my stop loss here, 105. But the thing is, as soon as it touched here, I entered. This was my mistake. I could have waited here and then enter here, so I will have better entry. But because I entered here, I put my stop loss here, and then even though it had a little wick here, it didn't stop me out because I have mental stop loss. I put my stop loss here, but I really don't put orders. I just click the button and exit. So this trade, I put my profit target here, took my profits, done. I call nice 12-point move in my favor. And then this move, how many points more? More than 15, 20 points more. But I'm not interested in that. You see, it rejected my level here. It could have go down like this, right? I didn't even leave runner. Some, trading, we put rules, but when it comes to trading, like when you're in the trade, when you click that buy or sell button, everything changes, okay? I was comfortable with my trade, 10 to like 12 points. It's more than what I want. And then see what happens rest of the day. You do not want to be in this type of move. So basically, this is what I trade. This is what I use, supply and demand strategy. And then I pretty much found success in last 6 months just trading this strategy. But the thing is, even though your strategy works and then the charts are respecting your zones, most of the works most of the work comes with psychology. Your psychology plays a really big role because you can really master this technical analysis and create these zones and then mark these key levels. End of the day, it comes to psychology. But that's all for today. I just wanted to explain the supply and demand strategy in my perspective. And then I hope you guys learned something today. And then just keep following me for next videos. Thank you so much for everything. Peace out.